Hello there, welcome along to video 28 in our series on how to use the RadioBOSS automation software. My name is James. In this video, we're going to look at how to operate RadioBOSS on full automation. Let me explain. Perhaps you've set up a radio station where you are, but as of yet, you have not been able to train any announcers, but you want to get something out on the radio, something positive and good for your local community to listen to. Well, it is possible to do that and have a fully automated radio program, and I'm going to show you one way how you can do that in this video. There are other ways to do it as well, of course, but I don't want to confuse you at this stage. We'll just show you one very simple way. So in this video, it's going to be how to run a radio station with no announcer in the studio, so it's on full automation. We'll look at how to do it without any announcer voices, and then we'll look at a way to have announcer voice tracks in there as well. Come with me to the RadioBOSS screen and let's get started. Of course, by now you will have added all of your songs into the RadioBOSS music library. At least I hope you have, because you're going to need them. What we're going to do, we are going to get all of your songs from the music library and add them into your main screen and make a big, huge music playlist. Let's do that now. Tools, Music Library. Let's go open our music library. There it all is. All 1900 songs. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Tools menu, Save as Playlist. So we're going to turn our whole music library into the biggest playlist you've ever seen. Save as Playlist. We're going to go navigate to where our playlists are kept. Radio station, RadioBOSS in Playlists. And I'm going to call this Wandering Sheep Radio Full, which means everything. And of course M3U playlist. And save. Now we can leave the music library and we can now go and open our new playlist. And there are, if we look at the bottom, there are 1,926 songs in this playlist, amounting to 159 hours, 46 minutes, and 12 seconds of playtime. But what we want to do, we don't want the songs to play through in the same order all the time, especially if the songs are in alphabetical order. Let me show you a way for the songs to play randomly. Of course, we've got to go into Settings, and under the Settings menu, go down to Controls, the last one. And under Permitted Controls, remember we removed this, but you can click this back if you are only going to have a fully automated station. RND button, which is random. Click OK, all right, RND, and then OK. So now that equates to the SHFL button at the bottom, which is otherwise known as Shuffle. We turn it on so that is yellow. So that means that when I play one song, I'll play song 2 in the playlist. And I'm going to now go next, and let's see what comes up next. That's our theme song. It jumped to song number 1782. What's next? Song 769. Song 349. Song 847. So as you can see, all of these songs are playing totally at random. But you don't want just music. You want other things as well. You want some interesting programs, perhaps some ad breaks, and very importantly, some station IDs. Perhaps where you come from, your local broadcasting laws say that you need to identify your station maybe once every hour or every 30 minutes. I think that a radio station should identify itself at least every 10 minutes. Because if somebody tunes in and listens to your station but doesn't know who they are listening to, they are very likely to go to another station. So let's start by scheduling some IDs. Come with me to the RadioBOSS screen and we'll go to the scheduler. My goodness, as you'll see from the last video, our ad breaks are still there. So they're ready to play automatically at the scheduled time. But let's go now to add. And of course, to start up a new schedule, hit the lightning bolt. We want to go down to number 1, 2, 3. Play one track from a playlist or folder. Number 3. And click Next. We're going to select our folder. Let's navigate to where the station IDs are. Radio station, audio, IDs. Okay. IDs, I think it's okay that they play in order. And that's all right. Now, when do we want these to play? Let's set a start time. And we'll just set it at 11 o'clock, 0 seconds. Any time is okay. You don't need to set a date. This is what's important. Repeat. Repeat every 10 minutes. Now, how many times do we want this to play? I think let's choose a huge number, so it will just keep going on for virtually forever. 999,999. So it will play 1,000,000 times before stopping. Do we want to delete the task? No. Over on the right, NQ. Remember the NQ function? That's the second one. If there are tracks from the schedule in the playlist, NQ, which means that the station ID will not interrupt the song that's playing. It will wait until that song finishes. And okay, so that means, hey, look here, we've got a station ID that's going to play in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Programs, of course, are done exactly the same way. Let's add a program. Again, lightning bolt, play a track or a playlist. Next. Let's now navigate to where the audio is, and programs. A different perspective. All right, I want that to play. Let's now choose hours and days. I want that to play at 6 o'clock in the morning, and let's say at 10 o'clock at night. And okay. And done. And it will next play, by the way, in 10 hours, 40 minutes and 24 seconds. Oh, here we go. Here's the station ID. Let's play some music. Our station ID is going to insert automatically in 10 seconds. Let's advance through the song.
Percy's, Jimmy's, Judy's, Pat McKinney. Woo-hoo!
You're listening to Jazz Cafe on the Wandering Sheep Radio Network.
So it inserted the station ID, it played it after the song it was playing at the time, and then it jumped to another song randomly in your playlist. So that is probably the best way to do a full automated program and just leave it going 24 hours a day. So you've just got a huge playlist of music all on shuffle. Make sure that all of the songs have been approved by the station management before you add them in, and then use the scheduler to schedule your ad breaks, your station IDs, and your programs. So what if you want a fully automated program with an announcer, not just a totally random program? Come with me to the RadioBOSS screen and I'll talk you through one way to do this. What we're going to do is let's create a whole lot of 3-hour playlists. Let's create one here, playlist generator. Down to the bottom, total playlist length, 3 hours, generate. It's working on it now, and it's done. Save playlist. I'm going to call this 2014 0425. And I'm going to make it for 06 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, that's now saved. Let's now open this in the temp screen. And it is here. Here is our 3-hour playlist. Look down here, it's actually 3 hours and 5 minutes and 34 seconds. We add our voice break. Let's quickly do a voice track here. Whatever you do, never hold the microphone in your hand. So playlists, voice track record. That's Michael Bublé with Surrender, here with Wandering Sheep Radio. James here. Good to have your company. Music to come from Acoustic Alchemy. This is Nat King Cole and Biding My Time. Edit as per usual. Of course, save. And insert. There we go. Close. Of course, we've made a change. We've added a voice track, so save or file, save, or on your keyboard, Control S. So let's pretend we've recorded all of our voice tracks in this 3-hour playlist. What you're going to have to do is record a lot of playlists, whether they be 1-hour playlists, 3-hour playlists, or even 24-hour playlists. You'll need quite a few of them. So now we need to schedule our playlists. So come with me into the scheduler. Click Add. Go to the lightning bolt. Come down to Select Random Playlist from Folder. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Select Random Playlist from Folder. Next, let's navigate to the folder where our playlists are. RadioBOSS and Playlists, and OK. Now, let us, because we've made lots of 3-hour playlists, we go to Hours and click this little box here. So if they're 3-hour playlists, and let's say that your station starts at 6 o'clock in the morning, so it'll be 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 15 o'clock, or 3 in the afternoon, 6 in the evening, and 9 at night. And OK. So at those times during the day, it will then go and select randomly one of your voice-tracked playlists. You don't need to click on repeat or anything. Over the right, I suggest you have immediate, the top one here, run scheduled launch without waiting for the current track to finish, this one here. And yes, please remove previous schedule from the playlist. And okay, and the next playlist is actually due to play in about 48 seconds. Just a reminder too that if you are going to do this, if you're going to voice track random playlists, you never know when it's going to get played, so you can't talk about the weather, you can't talk about events that are happening in the world or in your community at that time. You're going to have to make your voice tracks very generic in nature. So all the best with that, and God bless you as you automate your station. Thank you for joining us, and join us again for the next video on how to use RadioBOSS automation software.